My ex-girlfriend came back after 10 years and called me a liar when she found out I had already moved on. When I was 14, I fell for this girl in my class. We were best friends first, which made it even better when she finally said yes to dating me. We were together all through high school. Everyone called us the perfect couple. Her parents loved me. My parents adored her. It honestly felt like we had our whole future planned out. Then graduation happened. She told me she needed to move to the capital city with her sister for college. I was staying back home for university. I told her we would make it work. That distance did not matter when you loved someone. She agreed. For the first few months, we talked every single day. On our 4th anniversary, she called me and said something I will never forget. No matter what happens, wait for me. I promise I will come back. I told her I would wait forever if I had to. Then she just disappeared. Her phone number stopped working. Her social media accounts went completely dark. I thought something terrible had happened to Water. Tried reaching out to her friends and family. That is when I discovered she had new accounts, just not ones that included me. She had ghosted me, completely cut me out of her life without a single word of explanation. I was destroyed. For weeks I could not eat properly. My grades started slipping. My friends tried to help, but nothing worked. Then one day, one of her friends transferred to my campus. She approached me after class and asked if we could talk at a nearby cafe. That is when she handed me a letter. My ex had written that she could not handle long distance anymore, that she wanted to move on and wished me the best. That was it. No phone call, no real explanation, just a letter delivered through a mutual friend. I cried that entire night, but I decided to respect her decision and move forward with my life. About a year later, I attended a workshop for my major and met this girl. She was tomboyish, always in baggy clothes with her hair in a ponytail. We exchanged numbers to study together, and slowly became really close friends. One day, she showed up in fitted clothes with her hair down, and I realized she was actually really beautiful. After almost a year of friendship, I finally worked up the courage to tell her how I felt. Her face lit up immediately. She told me she had liked me for the longest time, but did not want to make the first move. We dated, fell in love, got married, and now we have an amazing daughter. We have been married for 8 years, and I could not be happier. My wife is my best friend, my partner, and everything I ever needed. She made me realize what real love actually feels like. Last week, I got a call from an unknown number. When I answered, a familiar voice said, "Hey, it is me. Can we meet for coffee? I really need to talk to you." It was my ex-girlfriend. After 10 years of complete silence, I was shocked but curious, so I agreed to meet her at a coffee shop downtown. When she walked in, she looked almost exactly like I remembered. Same smile, same eyes. For a moment, it felt surreal, like I had traveled back in time. She sat down and immediately started talking about the good old days, laughing about inside jokes I had long forgotten. She talked about how much she missed our connection, how she had been thinking about me all these years. Then her eyes drifted down to my left hand. She saw my wedding ring. Her entire expression changed. The smile vanished. She looked at me like I had just betrayed her. "You are married," she said, her voice sharp. "You have a wife." I nodded slowly. "Yeah, I have been married for 8 years. We have a daughter." She stared at me in disbelief, then her face twisted with anger. "But you promised you would wait for me. You said you would wait forever. How could you just move on like that?" I could not believe what I was hearing. "You ghosted me," I said, trying to stay calm. "You disappeared for 10 years. You sent me a letter saying you wanted to move on. What did you expect me to do?" She shook her head, visibly upset. "I thought you would wait. I thought when I was ready you would still be there. You lied to me." I just sat there completely stunned. This woman had vanished from my life without a trace, ignored all my attempts to reach her. And now she was calling me a liar for not staying single for a decade, waiting for her to maybe come back. I stood up, put some money on the table, and looked at her one last time. "I did wait," I said quietly. "I waited for you to at least give me an explanation. You never did. I moved on because you told me to." Then I walked out and drove home to my wife and daughter. The family I built while she was gone,